Look, guys, this is some straight up 100% real shit right here. I got two choices, okay? I can either quit and say, you know what, I've had enough. This past month has been fucked up, and I'm done. And I'm done with all this filming and letting you down. I'm done, and I just want to crawl into a hole. I could do this. I have two choices. I could do that, or I could fucking stand up. You know, I could hold myself accountable. I can stop this roller coaster. Because that's what I feel like I'm on right now. I feel like I'm on a fucking roller coaster. That it starts with one day. And the day starts and you know, it's earned almost. It's earned, where you go and you eat something that is not necessarily good for you and not on your diet plan, and something you just don't, but you've been working out so much, and you feel as if you deserve it. You know what I mean? Because you know that in the moment it's not going to hurt you because you've just done too much work. Before I ate something bad, I did too much work to feel too bad about it. You know what I mean? And it starts with one day, and that happens for one day, and you're like, okay, and you're okay, and then eventually it turns into a week, and then it turns into weeks, and you realize, oh, this isn't fun anymore. You're almost you're building a habit. You're building a habit of letting yourself off the hook, eating bad foods, eating foods that are not good for you. They don't make you feel good. And when I say bad food, I mean the food that doesn't make you feel good. Like right now, I don't feel very good. Today, I didn't feel very good. And, I don't want this to turn into a habit that I feel like I can't control. It's getting to that point, These last 2 days I've fucked off food wise. I've worked out, but even then I know I'm eating bad, and it's one thing. It's like you want to have control over it, but it's also like I shut my brain off in the process of this whole thing. My brain gets shut off. I just shut it off and say fuck it. And when I've watched these videos from the beginning, man, my fucking brain and my mind was just so sharp and laser focused, and it's like I saw everything clearly, and now it's like I'm like driving through like a tornado, and I can't see, and I'm up in the air and I can't see where I'm going. You know what I mean? And I'm trying to just get a handle on even what direction I am. It's messed up, and that's what's going on in my head, and but to be positive, if I was in that moment when I'm saying these positive words, if I was there once, I can get there again. So that's the law in my head. That's what I know to be true. If you did it once, you could do it again. Nothing's changed other than, I've let bad habits creep in. But if you've done it once, you could do it again. And that's where my head is. And that's what I'm saying. It's like I need to get back to that iron mindset. And I need to do what I need to do. And I can't wake up and let the day dictate what I'm going to do. And that's what I've been doing. I need to wake up and dictate what I'm going to do. Because I can't change 100 habits in a day, all these bad habits, but what I could do is I could pick one habit or two habits that I could really focus on that's going to change multiple habits. Like, let me run you through today. I woke up kind of late. I woke up at like 11. No, not too. I woke up at like 9:30, and I didn't really get my day going until like 10:30. And I usually go to my parents' house. I say hi to my mom. My mom wasn't there, so the first decision of the day was like, the first decision was to eat a little piece of cake that was like this big. And that was one of the no-nos, because I know if I eat cake and shit like that, those calories are so empty and so quick to put weight on you. And I've been doing that now for the last 2 or 3 days, where I've been eating like cake, pastry type things that are just the worst. That's second to fast food. Fast food is the worst, and then it comes pastries. And I'm lucky I haven't dove too far in, but I've dipped my feet in a couple times. You know? So I had this little slither of cake that was really small. Then I went down and I got a coffee and I got a donut, right? Another pastry. Then I played basketball. I sprained my thumb and I didn't eat for the rest of the day. And then I binge ate at nighttime. And you know what happens when you binge eat? To be honest with you want to know what happens? You fucking hate yourself. You binge eat, you eat all this food at one time, right? I didn't eat throughout the day. I didn't even eat. You eat all this food at once, and at the end you have, you're bloated and you fucking hate yourself. And that feeling of hating yourself could carry over to the next day if you make the same mistake. And eventually those days blend together and you just hate yourself completely. It's what happens when you have a food eating disorder. And I've lived through all this. I was like, Mikey, you're saying all this because you know it. And I'm saying, yeah, that's true, But like I said about the tornado, I don't know which way is up and which way is down right now. I want to just feel how I felt in the beginning. I felt so much better in the beginning than I do now, and I have the power and I have the resources to make this happen. But until I flip that switch in my brain, it won't happen. It's not going to happen until I hold myself accountable and say, look, this is what this is what we're doing. You've made good progress. Who cares? You need to get yourself right, because right now you're really just you're spinning your wheels. That's how I feel. Like, I feel like I'm spinning my wheels. If I'm gaining weight, if I'm not gaining weight, I'm just staying the same right now. Or if I'm not gaining weight, I'm just losing weight to get to a place that I could stay. Like, I need to jump over this mental hurdle, you know what I mean, that I have, and I think I put too much importance to being out of the 300s. Who gives a fuck if I get out of the 300s or not? Fast. I put this pressure on myself. Like, we're going to get out of the 300s. This is a week that... No, all that did was fuck me up, man. That's not the way this is supposed to be run. I made a huge mistake when it's all about just jabbing. You know what I mean? Jabbing them. Jab. And then setting them up with that right. And what I was trying to do was throw some power punches. And what I did is I tired myself out. I needed to keep 2 pounds, 1 pound, 3 pounds, 1 pound. Okay, boom, 5 pounds. I was trying to do 6 pounds, 7 pounds, 8 pounds. Like, that's not the way to do this. And I'm glad you and I are talking right now, because I'm figuring this shit out for myself. That was rule number 1, and that's what I broke. Okay, slow and steady wins the race every single time. And I went against my own judgment, and I thought that I could line up a 5 pound and then another 5 pound. This was never supposed to be that. I wasn't supposed to lose 5 pounds a week. It was never supposed to be a thing. I wasn't supposed to do that every week. Every once in a while was fine, but every week, no. This was supposed to be non-stressful. Less stress, feeling good, and trucking along. You get there when you get there. So that's number 1. We've made a discovery. We get there when we get there. Slow and steady wins the race. there's no need to sprint in a marathon. Okay, so we figured out number one. This is good. This is why I'm talking to you guys. Okay. We've identified what's been going on. We identified where we went wrong in that. The next step is I need to set a reliable goal. I need to set a goal that calorie-wise, I still like to count calories because I'm good at it. Calorie-wise, I need to set a reliable goal that I know I can hit with no problem, and so I can string together a couple days. So what I'm going to do that makes sense right now in this moment, my max calorie intake is going to be 2,700 calories because I know I don't need any more than that, and I know I work out more than that. Okay, 25 to 27. If I can get away with a good day of 23 or lower, that's fine with me. I'm okay with it. But I want my cutoff to be 2,700, and in my mind, I'm not going to have a query about it. I don't care. That's it. That's the goal. We're going back to the beginning. 2,700 calories. I know I can eat that and still lose weight, 2 to 3 pounds a week. So I'm going to place it there. Boom. Now, let me think about my diet. Okay. In the beginning, I was getting food from Whole Foods 365, and I was eating plant-based, and it felt very good. I did not feel weird. I didn't feel like I was low in energy. I like the plant-based. I do. If I can eat mostly plant-based with some meat, or just mostly plant-based, I'm good with it. And I think that's what needs to happen, is to eat mostly plant-based and to look out again for my trigger foods. Before, I was preaching about trigger foods, and to this moment, I can't think of a better way to eat. Why eat something that's going to make you want to eat something else, right? I need to look out for my trigger foods, and I need to draw this line in the sand again about which foods are good and which foods are bad. Which foods am I going to stay away from? Which foods even resemble something that I don't want? So boom, the next goal, trigger foods. I mostly know what my trigger foods are, but it's about checking in with you guys, letting you guys know, writing things down, and figuring out what's best for me, right? So that's the next thing. Boom, trigger foods. The fourth one, and I think it's the most important, is to have a community. In the beginning, I had a community with Mia, and her family, and we had something very special going on, and life happened. It's no one's fault. Life happened. And I do have a community with the gymnastics class, and that's fun, but I also need more of a community on a daily basis. And I need to, whether I add someone in that's trying to lose weight as well, like everything is better in groups. I need accountability, not just with you guys, but on a daily basis with someone that I care about, that I also want their life to change. You know what I mean? So I need to work on that. I need accountability. I need a community more so that I can pull from on a daily basis. That's the fourth thing. Now, thank you guys. This is the longest video that I've made. I appreciate you guys. You've listened to me ramble, and this is the realest shit I ever spoke. Okay? Thank you guys, for real. Whoever made it to the end of this video, I know you guys are rocking with me. I appreciate it. It means the world to me. I've come too far to let myself get out of hand. Okay? Today it stops. It's done. It's a new day. It's a glorious day, and I need to take advantage of this. I see what I want my life to look like. I see how I want to feel. Now it's time to go create it. There's no excuses anymore. Okay, I'm no victim. I'm a strong person, and I will get this done. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. I love you guys to death. Let's relive the beginning, and let's do this the right way.